Hello guys, standard 6, chapter number 16, air around us. So today we are going to do revision of this chapter. So first of all, by topic we will go through it. So first of all, the topic is air is all around us. So guys, as we know that key around us there is something, but we can't see it, right? we can feel we can feel wind, movement of air, dust, but we can't see this all. That means here air is transparent, right? It is colorless, but air is the mixture of the several gases. As for example, in air there are dust particles, smoke, fog, and different types of the gases. If we discuss about the gases, so it is here nitrogen, which are 78% in air, and if we discuss oxygen, so it is 21%, and if we discuss carbon dioxide, so it is 0.03%, right? So this is all are the gases which are present, and there are other gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton. These all are also present over here. Ozone, right? Hydrogen also. So let's discuss about first gas. It is oxygen. So as we know that in air there is 21% of oxygen, right? And how oxygen is helpful in air? So we all know in respiration we need oxygen. First of all, what is the meaning of respiration? Respiration, that means when we inhale oxygen in our body, and in the presence of oxygen inside our body, in blood, there will be energy which will be released, right? So there will be chemical process in our body by which energy will be released, and carbon dioxide will be released, and where oxygen will be useful. So जब ऑक्सीजन यूज होगा तो ग्लूकोज में से एनर्जी रिलीज होगी एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड विल बी रिलीज्ड. सो बाय रेस्पिरेशन प्रोसेस ऑक्सीजन इज रिक्वायर्ड, राइट? अब बात करते व्हाट इज़ द ऑक्सीजन साइकिल. दैट मीन्स ऑक्सीजन कैसे ट्रांसफॉर्म होता है. तो फर्स्ट एज वी हैव डिस्कस्ड दैट कि ह्यूमन नीड रेस्पिरेशन, so oxygen will be inhaled in the human beings and it release carbon dioxide. Then this carbon dioxide will be absorbed by plants for the photosynthesis process, and by this photosynthesis process plant absorbs carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, that all, and whatever factories, vehicles and animals and humans that releases carbon dioxide, which also will be absorbed by the plant, and plant release oxygen, and again this oxygen will be useful for the animals and humans. So this is the cycle of the oxygen which will be complete, which completes on earth surface, right? So this is called as oxygen cycle. Now it is nitrogen. So nitrogen is 78%, and it is very much useful for the plant to grow, right? From nitrogen there will be the protein will be formed in the plant, and nitrogen is already present, it is a importance as a fertilizer. As for example, urea. So plant needs urea, in which urea is a one type of the fertilizer where 46% of nitrogen is present in urea fertilizer, right? And what is the formula of urea? It is NH2CO NH2, right? This is just only name of urea. Then carbon dioxide. We know that how carbon dioxide is formed on the earth's surface. Here if I discuss about the carbon dioxide, so too much carbon dioxide on the earth's surface is very much harmful, right now is 0.03 to 4% is present on the earth's surface. But here carbon dioxide is also useful. How? So whatever that we have discussed, that the oxygen is useful and carbon dioxide will be removed from the ब्लड स्ट्रीम, दैट मीन्स कि बॉडी के अंदर, ह्यूमन बॉडी के अंदर कार्बन के पार्टिकल्स जो है उसके साथ ऑक्सीजन मिक्स होके, दैट मीन्स कि कंपाउंड होके कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बनता है एंड दैट विल बी रिमूव्ड, दैट मीन्स कि अनवांटेड सब्सटेंसेस is automatically removed by the lungs. And carbon dioxide का main use is it is in photosynthesis, right? Because by the photosynthesis there will be energy which produced in the presence of sunlight, in the presence of carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll, this all. And carbon dioxide that absorbs the sunlight and keep the earth warm. This effect is called as greenhouse effect. And due to the carbon dioxide, due to the warm temperature, earth's surface will be little warm. That's why humans, animals can survive over there. So without greenhouse effect, what happens? The earth surface or water ore will be found on earth's surface in solid form. So by this way it is very difficult to survive over there. Now guys, let's discuss about the water vapor. So in the water, actually what happens when we hang the clothes, wet clothes, so after some times it will dry. So due to the temperature of sunlight, due to the sunlight and atmosphere, this water will be converted into water vapor, right? And whatever water vapor is present in atmosphere, it is called as humidity. Then what is relative humidity? Relative humidity, that means कि it is a one ratio of water vapor in the air to maximum water vapor the air can hold at that temperature. That means रेशियो किन का, तो कि हवा में, एटमॉस्फेयर में जो वाटर वेपर है उनका और टोटल एटमॉस्फेयर जो है वो एटमॉस्फेयर कितना वाटर होल्ड कर सकता है पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर पे, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज रिलेटिव ह्यूमिडिटी. Then guys, let's discuss about dust, smoke and more. Guys, in the particles there are few particles which are already present on the earth's surface, right? But we can't see it. So these particles are called as particulate matter, and this might be released by the other chulas, vehicles, smoke, Now ozone. Now what is the ground level ozone? Ground level ozone, bad ozone, that means due to the human activities like usage of too much vehicles, deforestations, dust, smokes by factories, there is harmful gases which are going to be released in air, right? So this is the one type of the pollution. So it is called as the ground level ozone. It is bad ozone. And excess greenhouse gases which are present on the earth's surface, which cause the acid rain. And to overcome all the difficulties, to overcome these pollutions, what we have to do? We have to use the CNG. CNG, that means compressed natural gas, which is eco-friendly, which is not harmful. So we have to use the CNG vehicles. Then you have to use the electric appliances. You have to use the sunlight for cooking, like solar cooker, then solar water heater, then solar car, right? So we have to use this type of the resources for our daily life. Now what is the Earth's atmosphere? So Earth's atmosphere is divided into 5 parts in 5 levels. So first of all, troposphere, it lies between 0 to 11 kilometer, and 11 to 48 kilometer it is stratosphere. Between 48 kilometer to 95 kilometer it is mesosphere. 95 kilometer to 600 kilometer it is thermosphere. Then above of the 600 kilometer it is exosphere, right? Now what is the greenhouse? So greenhouse is a one type of the house which is made up of glass, but inside the plants which can grow only in warm atmosphere is grown over here, right? So actually what happens? So during the day in the mountain area where temperature is very low, so this type of the house is made up of, or inside the house the plants which can grow in warm temperature are grown over here, and due to the sunlight the heat will be, that means the sunlight will be passed through this house from this wall of the house, and but here warmth cannot be go back out of the house because it is closed, it is packed by the transparent glass. So by this way these plants can grow in cold area. Now if we discuss ozone layer in stratosphere, so here ozone layer, that means which is very much helpful, कि in the morning whatever ultraviolet rays will pass through the atmosphere, so this ozone layer will reflect back this ultraviolet rays, and it does not allow the pass the ultraviolet rays to the earth. Due to this reason, what happens? Whatever disease caused by this ultraviolet rays on human, like skin disease, cancers, it will not caused in human, right? So this is helpful by this way. Now air is also useful in soil. How? So in soil there are little between the particles, there are little gap in soil. So whatever air is present between the particles of soil, it is called as soil air. So from where whatever organisms which are present in soil will that all will absorb the air, right? And there are few animals like earthworms, few insects like earthworms, then centipede, millipede, that all are used to do holes in soil, right? So by this way there will be transportation of air in soil, so which are helpful for the plant also, because plant roots also absorb this air from the soil. Now guys, let's discuss about the usefulness of air, right? So usefulness of air, that means how air is useful. So it is useful first of all for the respiration, second it creates wind, then it is also helpful for the pollination process, for the transportation in sailboats. It is helpful to know the speed of wind and direction also, right? This is all are the uses of the air. Okay guys, thank you, have a nice day.